But so here you have this problem that Donald Trump is creating for Republicans. And meanwhile, there's another problem that Republicans are having. And that is that, and Bernie Sanders has been the driver behind this, and some individual Democratic senators. But it really has been the Bernie Sanders wing of the Democratic Party, weird to say, he's an independent, that has been pushing these protests across the country. And here are the here is a report from Colorado where some activists went to Congressman Mike Coffman's. He's a Republican. He's in a swing district. He was going to have a small event at a library. Well, 150 people showed up, and he basically ran. Listen, watch this.
All they wanted to do,
and there were hundreds of people here,
was go into the community room at the Aurora Public Library to meet with Congressman Mike Coffman.
Representative didn't have a plan. They expected just a small handful of people to show up.
Instead, they came in droves, mostly people like Berthy Roth.
All of us were supposed to be able to be in there all together
to talk about what's going on with the Affordable Care Act.
I am going to potentially lose my health insurance. I've had a pre-existing condition. I've had breast cancer. What's going to happen to me?
We were under the understanding it was a town hall meeting, and they were only allowing 4 people in at a time.
Leaving this community with little room.
This is what democracy looks like.
And rising frustrations.
I'm trying to get an answer, and I can't even get in.
Coffman's chief of staff, Ben Stein, released a statement saying the congressman routinely holds one-on-one meetings, not town halls. Quote, constituents are invited to meet individually with the congressman to express their opinions, seek help with a range of issues, and discuss legislation.
100 people could have fit in there easily.
And we were told that they only see 10 or 15 people most of the time, and not planning for much larger group of constituents is a poor foresight at best.
I do believe.
And while they were all singing and waiting, police were putting up crime scene tape so Coffman could leave.
Make sure you hear all your constituents.
6 minutes before the event was supposed to end.
We were told at one point everyone would get their time, and then he sneaks out 6 minutes early. I think he couldn't handle it.
Stein's statement reads, quote, unfortunately, we only reserve the room at the Aurora Central Library for 90 minutes, which is usually plenty of time to see everyone. For those who were unable to see the congressman today, we apologize. All they wanted was a voice. Instead, they got a closed door and a statement.
And my spouse, who had health insurance, passed away. What do I do? You know, what am I supposed to do?
That's a local news segment. And this type of stuff is starting to happen across the country. Part of this is part of our revolution's Our First Stand. Some of that was happening on the 15th. That particular one happened on the 14th. Listen to Coffman's statement. Yesterday was unfortunate because partisan activists showed up only to disrupt the event I was holding at the Aurora Central Library. Unbelievable. I have been doing 5-minute one-on-one constituent meetings for the last 5 years, although I do allow small groups if they share the same issue concerns. This gives an opportunity for everyone to be heard, not just the loudest voices in the room. Well, it seemed to me there were a lot of people there who shared the same concerns.
Is he talking about lobbyists?
Yeah, exactly.
So I do 5-minute meetings regularly with soft-spoken constituents.
More of those around the country is going to make it very difficult for people like him.
Well, that was what was it that always the right-wing concern about even something as modest as Obamacare? Like, you know, it's the classic. It's harder to claw away something than give it, right?
Yes.
And so
yes.
Here you go.
And the best part is we only had the room at the library for 90 minutes. Because you know that Aurora library meeting room. Dude, if you don't get there early and lock that crap up, you're done. Try and extend it for 10 minutes as a congressman. Forget it. You are SOL, my man. SOL. Right now, Obamacare is at its highest level of popularity. 50% of Americans say they have little to no confidence that Republican proposals to replace the law will make things better. 45% of respondents believing the health care law is a good idea. Now, understand that of those of the 55% who say that it's not, you've got a significant chunk of people who think it doesn't go far enough. So going the other direction is like at a 65 to 35% deficit. So you have to pretend you're not. And if you're Donald Trump, you see no cost in pretending you're not. But Republicans are out there trying different messaging that they can use to sort of pretend that they're not. So it's like, oh, everybody gets insurance? Yeah, everybody's going to have access to health insurance.
And that's where, I mean, he really just effed them.
Yes. Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Subscribe.